Yeah, it's coming live. Perfect. So hello and welcome back everyone. Here in this WiC match between VN, the Vikingos Nomadas and TheKebab, and score is 2-0 so far. Nelson, how did the first two games go? Was it rather close, or did TheKebab have their problems with the VN?
Well, not really. To be extremely fair, it looked to me like the VN team just has a little bit of a stronger team communication altogether. They seem to stick together with each other a little bit better than the Kebab team. And while the Land Nomad game still seemed like it could go both ways until like minute 30, 40, this second map was just pretty much total domination by the VN team from beginning to end. Well, let's see if the Kebab team actually manages to come back on this and pull themselves together and try to do something funny here on the, which map is the third? Is it map pack, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, it's
Yep,
map pack.
it is.
So, I don't know this Turkish team too well, but I do think, for example, Melancholia is a very strong Arabia player. I think I have seen him play very good on Arabia kind of maps. So maybe they hope they will have a land map here generated by the War is Coming map pack, and that maybe could give them a chance of getting a game in here.
I think so too. And the Turkish team here, they are all mostly Arabia players. And yeah, if we take a look at some names here from VN, Mio, Tato, Dark Knight, they all have played loads of tournaments and they are pretty good on all sorts of maps.
The experience, the experience on the VN team is clearly higher. That's for sure. All of these players are so skilled and so experienced. I mean, Milo, Tato, all of them very, very experienced players. And I don't know Dark Knight very well, to be honest, but I do know he's a 2K plus player. Also very skilled, very good player. So they are good individually, and they are very good playing together as well. So that makes them really, really strong. I really will be looking forward to what this VN team is going to be able to do in this tournament.
Yeah, same here. The chat is wondering what's going on right now. One player is rebooting at the moment. As you can see, it's 7 out of 8 players in the room. So we're just waiting for one player to come back.
To answer alarm war, yes. In each group, all the teams will play against each other. This is well, round robin format, if you like.
Yeah.
You can click that link we just put on there now, brackets, and you can click group stage, and then it'll show you all the groups. And if you click the color for the group number, it'll also open up all the matches that have been played and all the upcoming matches and results, and the league table for each group if you wanted to look.
Okay, looks like these players will try and play the DM games first before actually going to game 3.
Know. I think VN are suggesting DM first, but I don't think the Kebab are in agreement.
Will we continue after that? Well, let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, looks like they are agreeing to kind of play the DM matches here before going to the game 3 War is Coming map pack. Yeah, looks like they agreed. They agreed to it. So, if you guys are not too familiar with this tournament, there is a best of 3 DM deathmatch game in here.
Christ messaged me earlier. He was online. It'd be great if Christ's about. He can come and join us and
yes, it would.
Deathmatch. Anybody see Christ?
Let me check. I do have him on my
he is online
friends list.
Yeah, he was talking to me earlier. Message him, Genette. Tell him he has to shift his rear end.
His rear end.
If he's playing in a game, just let me know which one. It might accidentally crash.
Oh, he might just
He
accidentally
might
throw us.
you just tell me where he is, and he might accidentally land in room 6 in tournament lobby.
He might
Accidentally.
accidentally
Oh,
land on.
accidentally. Sometimes Voobly does funny things.
Oh,
It
yes, he
does.
does. Yes, he
Okay, he's not around apparently. He's online but not answering.
Okay, no good.
Well,
How
answering.
about Andrew? Andrew is he's away. He's back in game 75.
You would have seen him on the chat, I guess.
Who is Triple Bless? Ah, he's gone. No? Ah, he's one of their players. Oh, the Horn. Yeah. I've seen these.
Okay,
Answering to Memtsuni, well, as I said before, game 1 was kind of close, Martin, right? I mean, we had the feeling the KebAb team could have won it.
Oh, I was very, very surprised that the Kebab team didn't do a lot better at the end. I thought they were in a very strong position.
Yeah, it seems like it all fell down pretty fast for them. About the second game, I can't really say. It was close, right? Was kind of a total domination from beginning till the end.
But to be fair, the Kebab team is a good team. They are good. They're good players.
Yeah, I know some of them. Yeah, indeed.
They're no pushovers at all.
There's a question on the chat. Are they a good team? Well, they are 1900 to 2050, most of them. So yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, they are a good team.
Yeah, as we were talking before, I do know Melancholia, for example, or Melancholia, or whatever you call him, and I do think he's a very strong Arabia player, kind of almost 2K Arabia player, maybe, or even higher. So maybe they are very strong, even stronger on land maps, and that what I was saying. If they actually are lucky enough and get a land-based map generated by the War is Coming map pack, they could have a chance of getting a game in here.
No, I agree. I think they're definitely better land players. And you would always say that VN's got more experience on the water.
About the deathmatch, well, that's where we actually needed Andrew and Christ to actually talk with us about these players. I'm not sure how good they are on deathmatch. But seems like the VN team actually has extra players for the deathmatch games, so we're kind of expecting them to be really experts on deathmatch, while the Turkish team seems to have the same players for deathmatch as well. That could mean something, doesn't have to mean something though.
Question on the chat: are we going to play AoE anytime soon? Well, this is normal in a live tournament. The players have to swap the game room and
players.
and then they have to launch. So between games, you can usually go and grab a drink or anything. So 2 to 3 minutes break, that is normal.
Yeah, just stick around, Ansoy, sir, and you will see some Age of Empires action very, very soon. Yeah, they're even they have started the game, so 1.5 minutes to go.
Okay, the first game in this mini best of 3 will be Japanese against Persians. So the civilizations are set, they're predefined, and so the players can actually prepare for that. In the second game it will be team random, so the players can show their overall skills with all civilizations. But let's hop into game 1 now. Okay, here we go. Okay, in orange we have Imkazwa for the Kebab team. He's up against red, the Hornet, playing for VN as the Japanese. So we have a mixed matchup here. That is great to see. In blue, Himbekir as Japanese against gray, Triple Bless as Persians. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, interesting, very interesting to see the Grey player laying down straight away 2 castles. So yeah, there's no paladins coming from him. I think that's gonna be
All
Yeah,
war
I mean,
elephants, yeah.
That's gonna be war elephants straight away, it seems.
Yep, and siege workshops coming up as well. So this classic combination we've seen a couple of times now: war elephants and heavy scorpions. What is the Japanese player doing? Alps and champions so far, and a few archery ranges coming up in the back.
He was doing a castle, but he stopped building it for some reason, and now he's continuing again. He was there building a castle, and he somehow moved villager away from the castle.
Okay, on the other flank, yeah, just the first few units. 2 paladins from orange and a few halberdiers from red moving over. Nothing spectacular so far. Players are still building. But compared to random map, this is still blazing speed, right? The game runs in fast speed and you can start producing army straight away.
It's apparently something players do. Well, I did hear Andrew saying it on the chat before, that it is very common for the Japanese player to actually sling Persian player at the beginning.
A little bit of food. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like they're not doing it so just yet. I don't see any market from the Japanese players so far.
Well, quickly going through the populations. 60 and 30 for the Kebab team and 91 and 70 for VN. So small advantage for VN already. Orange really needs to get...
You are expecting...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're expecting the Persian player to be the one winning the matchup. I guess it just kind of depends who will win first against the Japanese player.
Yeah, that's a good guess, I think. I think Orange really needs to get out some heavy scorpions, otherwise he'll struggle against these halberdiers. Trebuchets are already in place, taking out the first castle. Let's check the other flank, between grey and blue. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Bekir's point of view. Yeah, he's struggling, but at the same time he's pumping hard. He has quite a few barracks reinforcing.
This is a really nice army combo here by the red player. He has halves, he has onagers, he has monks, he has trebuchets. Really nice army composition here by the red player, and he's almost 200 population already.
Yep, he's getting closer, 170 and rising. And these Japanese trebuchets, they pack and unpack so fast, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty much mobile rams with range, and that's the GG already.
Okay, GG has been called. Yeah, blue was pushed back further and further, and I think orange really struggled to get up his population count. He spent a lot of time building castles, while he could have used some heavy scorps or even halbs, just something to keep the enemy busy. Okay, let's go back. The players have launched already. So again, this is a best of 3. Whoever takes 2 deathmatch games gets 1 point on the scoreboard.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's mirror. It is mirror, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it's mirror or team random, how it's called now. And
yeah, it's called nowadays. It's called team random, indeed. We just somehow have this habit of still calling it mirror because that's the first name it had. When this
well, when it came, exactly when it came out, everyone loved it so much, and the name has stuck. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they then changed it because now there's team random option and there's also a full random option where the game just can pick totally randomly between civilizations. That means they can be repeated or not, and there's just no rule at all.
Yeah, those are all user patch features, and well, to have a clear distinction, I think it makes sense.
Looks like we have an intruder here in our game room, as they forgot to put a password.
Okay, second deathmatch game is starting. Okay, the civilizations are Byzantines and Saracens, so Oriental matchup here. Should we call Byzantines Oriental already? Well, anyway, two very cool civilizations. You don't get to see them too often in 1v1. It's not Huns or not Goths. Okay, let's compare. Blue is playing as the Byzantines against red as Saracens. So again, we have a mixed matchup. That is always nice to see. Not players throwing the same units at each other, right? Okay, and here from... let's go to the town center maybe. From blue we can see Paladins coming out for Byzantines. I don't know if Paladins is the unit you would want to throw at Saracens, but let's see, maybe he'll switch to something.
Especially considering he's going straight away for camels, which and we do know how strong the Saracen camels are. They have extra HP.
Blue is adding barracks already, so let's be fair. He's just getting out a few paladins to slow down red or to stop his raid, so that is fine. He's adding barracks already. Let's take a look at green. That would be big here, playing as the Saracens, getting out heavy camels. And grey apparently is doing the same, sending heavy camels in already, and lots of barracks already here for grey. So yeah, Halberdiers it is for Byzantines.
This could be a little bit bad for green player, I think, because he's fighting against it's both camel on camel action. Yeah, the green camels are stronger, but I do think he needs to put in some hubs in there as well, if he actually wants to be able to push away the Byzantines rush.
One-on-one they are stronger, but Byzantines camels are pretty cost efficient, right? They are cheaper.
Yeah, they are cheaper indeed, yeah.
Okay,
It seems like he did a good job in there. He has cleared all of his base, and he's not too behind on population actually, only like 15 or something.
Green you mean?
Yeah, green, exactly.
Yeah, green looks really fine, and he's building more and more. Barracks coming up, castle coming up, second town center coming up. Let's take a look at grey's base. A few more buildings already, I think. Town center here, the first additional one is up already.
The problem they've got is blue is almost out of the game already, isn't he?
Yeah, and we do see here something nice, which we would only see on deathmatch. I think cavalry archers from a Saracens player. Something you usually only see from a Huns player, right?
Here they come. Yeah, well, are they fully upgraded for Saracens? Pretty much, aren't they?
Bonus.
Yeah,
they're good. Saracen
And they have
cab
bonus
archers are good.
versus the buildings, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And they have armor bonus somehow. I just see 0+6 versus armor, so I guess they have some kind of bonus armor as well.
Yeah,
And
it's the GG from blue.
Yeah.
Blue with 9 population only.
Green was doing well then against grey. I think his unit composition would have let him down though, because he had all camels.
Only
versus,
camels.
Yeah. Versus Halberdiers.
Yeah, looks like green player wasn't too happy about his teammate resigning already. He actually wanted to keep fighting because he felt like he was doing actually good on this matchup.
No, between green and grey it was not decided yet. But yeah, it is a 2 versus 2, and well, if one player dies, then there's no real point continuing. Okay, so this updates the score to 3-0 for VN. And let's go back. Let's hope they will continue with the next RM game quickly. There's no password on the room, so the players can join quickly. We'll just have to ask them to put a password again. I'm gonna play a quick ad, prepare some background music. Back in 60 seconds, guys. Oh, and Porcho, don't be so cheeky on the chat. I was just making sure that Saracen's Cav archers are great. I didn't say they are not.
Very quiet, playing music or something.
Yeah, there is some background music, but our voices should be louder than that.
Some music, eh?
Well, in the background, yes.
Well, looks people are enjoying the music very much. Someone even asking you which song it is.
I can find the
I know
name.
That person, the person who's asking whose song it is, got a Japanese mother and an Irish father. All I ever do is joke. Stop picking on me.
He does sound Irish. I was just listening to it.
Well, it's meant to sound medieval, and I guess the point is that Irish folk music today still sounds medieval.
Well, many people have been complaining about my music choice, so I do need to get some advice from you, Genette, concerning the playlist.
No, don't, please don't.
Concerning the playlists.
No, no.
You could ask Gentle for advice as well.
Oh yeah. I think Gentle is also gonna give me something very, very original. Let's put it that way.
Hardcore from God, Belgium and Netherlands. The Rotterdam Terror Corps. Oh God.
Christ has just come back. Well, I said you're a bit late, mate.
Yeah, just about missed it.
It's all over.
Well, I'm afraid he wouldn't have the time to actually explain us a lot.
Well, he could have told us something, because, you know, more than what we can ever say about
Yeah,
them.
indeed.
I'm assuming that most M players talk as fast as they play.
Well, they do need to, right? Because otherwise, when you're finished talking, the game will be over most of the time.
Exactly.
Anyway, people's dear colleagues, I need to leave you, so I wish you the best of lucks with the rest of the stream. And I do hope the viewers stay with us because more games coming. And more good games. Well, I'm gonna stay just to see which map is gonna be generated by the map pack. Because if it is a land map, I do think the Turkish team has a better chance at getting one game here.
I think they got half a chance as well, because I think they can be quite strong when they get it right.
Jason Cook UK. We didn't really switch the source. We just switched streamers. That's all. Before
No. I think what he meant was is the music. Like, okay, there was really some, well, cheap royalty-free music, and I've
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
I've searched half the internet for some proper royalty-free music.
The thing is, even when we find royalty-free music, or they tell us it is, we play it, and all of a sudden Twitch mutes the whole stream, so then we have to start again.
Yeah.
It's a shame, guys. It really is a shame that we can't play half-decent free music, because you never know what Twitch is going to mute and what Twitch isn't going to mute, and then you lose all the co-casting and all the comments. Maybe that's a good thing when some of us are here. Interesting
idea right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we are still missing one player from the Turkish team. Who would that be? Maybe Bakir. Bakir, I think, right? The great player on that Land Nomad game.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of them, wasn't he? The only music I ever offer, Mr. Jason Cook, is Two Steps from Hell. And I'm gutted that we can't play Two Steps from Hell. And I'm also gutted that we can't play what was that thing? Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Oh, we can't play that one either? Does it all gets muted?
You can't play Happy Birthday to You because it has a copyright